We have been waiting for this for a very long time and it's finally here, the brand new HJC RPHA 71. We have sent out our rider and he came back with a lot of interesting data. So sit back and find out what you can expect from this helmet. Hi everyone, Team of HJC Helmets here and welcome to our channel. Here in front of me I have the HJC RPHA 71. This is the new full face helmet and successor to the HJC RPHA 70 Carbon. According to HJC, the RPHA 71 is even better in protection, noise reduction and aerodynamics. During our test we will find out if these statements hold some truth. As our subscribers know, we have seen several manufacturers really get exposed in our test. It doesn't really matter for us which helmets do well in our test, since we look at all major brands. But honestly, even with the major brands we often see claims made that simply are not true. We put a lot of time and effort in these reviews, with just one goal, so you get to watch an honest review based on facts rather than marketing language and personal opinions. So if you can appreciate this effort, please hit that subscribe button so we can keep making these tests and give you guys honest reviews. Okay, with that out of the way, let's see what the RPHA 71 really has to offer. And before we start, first a few general things. One of the main differences with its predecessor is the ECE 2206 certification on the RPHA 71. The RPHA 71 starts at a retail price of about 480 euros or US dollar and has a more oval fit and comes with a double D closure. The RPHA 71 will compete with other premium sport touring helmets such as the Shoei GTR2, Shoei NXR2, Bellstar DLX MIPS, Scorpion XO 1400 Evo Carbon, AGV K6, Sparta GT Pro Carbon and the Arai Profile V. Okay, so let's have a look, and we first start with the material part. The RPHA 71 is made of HJC's PIM Premium Integrated Matrix Evo, which includes carbon aramid, fiberglass and organic fibers. The RPHA 71 comes in 6 sizes and 4 outer shell sizes. The more outer shell size helmet has, the better. A smaller outer shell not only looks better and more compact, it is also safer. And if we add up everything in our material matrix, we see that the RPHA 71 earns 4 stars, which is a great result. If we compare this to its competitors, we see that it scores the same amount of stars as the AGV K6, NXR2 and the EVO 1400 Carbon. The Star DLX MIPS was the best helmet with 4.5 stars because it is made out of fiberglass and comes in 6 outer shell sizes. Okay, we move on to an important part and that is the weight of the helmet. A helmet that is lighter prevents fatigue in the neck and increases the riding experience. And when we weigh the RPHA 71 in a size M, the scale indicated 1567 gram and therefore earns 4 stars for the weight. We have to keep in mind that 2206 certified helmets are heavier since more material is used to meet these requirements. Nonetheless, it still earned a very nice 4 stars for the weight. If we compare this to its competitors, we see that it is a bit heavier but still scored very well. Only the NXR2 and the AGV K6 were below 1400 grams and earned 5 stars. So big differences here for the helmets. So far for the weight. The last part of the review before moving on to the road test is the visor. The visor of the RPHA 71 is in the HG40 visor, which is anti-fog treated and pinlock lens prepared. The pinlock lens that is included in the box is a 120 max vision pinlock lens. A pinlock lens ensures that your visor never fogs up while riding, which is one of the best features a visor can have. The helmet also has an integrated sun visor which is also anti-fog treated and functions as a sunglasses to protect your eyes from the sun. The new sun visor can be adjusted in depth in 3 different positions and is operated by a slider on the side. If we add everything up, the RPHA 71 earns 4 stars for the visor part. And if we compare this to its competitors, we see that it scored really well, but so did most of the other helmets. Only the GTR2 did better with 5 stars. And now that we're done in the studio, we continue with the road test. First, a quick reminder of how we collect our data. On the left side, you see a white thermometer displaying the inside temperature of the helmet. This is connected to a sensor inside the helmet. Above, in the middle, you see the decibel meter. This is connected to a microphone that is placed near our rider's ear. This records the sound as our rider hears it. On the right, we see a phone that displays wind speed and outside temperature. This is connected to a wind meter mounted on our bike. In the middle, you see the dashboard of the bike showing the riding speed. Now with that out of the way, let's see how our helmet performed. When we tested the RPHA 71, we had a wind speed of about 120 and a riding speed of 130 km an hour. The decibel meter gave us an average of 98 decibel, which is a strong result. Only the Shoei GTR did better with 97 decibel. If we compare it to its predecessor, we see that it registered a slightly higher decibel score. The RPHA 70 Carbon had an average of 97 decibel, which is 1 decibel quieter compared to the RPHA 71, but still an amazing result and it earned the helmet 4 stars. The F70 was the weakest performing helmet with a decibel score of 105, which is pretty loud. So some really interesting results for noise. On to the next part, which is the ventilation. If you look at the results of the road test, you can see on the thermometer that the outside temperature was 16 degrees and the inside temperature 16 degrees Celsius. This means that the temperature was equal and this earns the RPHA 71 a nice 4 stars for the ventilation. If we compare this to its competitors, we see that it does very well and is on par with almost every direct competitor. Only the Belstar DLX was 1 degree cooler inside the helmet. The Arai Profile V was the weakest performing helmet on this part with a whopping temperature difference of 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, excellent. We have arrived at the only subjective part of this review, and that is the comfort. Since it is hard to capture comfort in numbers and data. So for this part we lean on the more than 15 years of riding experience of our test rider. Our test rider has tested all the helmets you see in our review, so he can make the comparison like no other. The inner lining of the RPHA 71 is removable, washable and antibacterial, just like its competitors. The cheek pads are changeable for an even better fit. Our test rider said that the RPHA 71 felt nice while riding and was very much comparable to its predecessor, which was also very comfortable. The inner lining felt soft and gave a nice snug fit. Our rider also mentioned that the wind tunnel testing by HJC was noticeable out on the road at higher speeds. Unlike some of the other helmets he tested, it gave a very stable riding experience. If we add everything up, the RPHA 71 earns 4 stars, which is a great result. If we compare this with its direct competitors, we see that the Shoei GT Air came out on top. The Spartan GT Pro, Star DLX MIPS, Profile V and XR2 were on par, and the F70 ended again at the bottom of the list with 2.5 stars. Okay, great. We have arrived at the last part of this review, which is the features. The HJC RPHA 71 is tested according to the new ECE 2206 certification, which is becoming mandatory for manufacturers. The helmet is wind tunnel tested, and the HJC is one of the very few manufacturers that has its own wind tunnel. For the RPHA 71, this has resulted in a more aerodynamic design that created a very smooth and stable helmet while riding at higher speeds and keeps the helmet quiet. This was confirmed by our rider. The helmet also comes with a quick release, which enables the helmet to be removed easily and safely in case of an incident. The RPHA 71 is also prepared for the HJC Smart 50B communication system or HJC Smart 21 communication system, which means that this system can be fully integrated into the helmet shell when installed. Furthermore, the helmet is glasses friendly like most of the competitors. When we add it all up, the RPHA 71 earned a strong 4.5 stars for features. And when we compare it to its competitors, we see that it comes out on top in the terms of features. The helmet is closely followed by the NXR2 with 3.5 stars, so very well done here for the RPHA 71. Now with all the sections treated, we can take a look at the overview and total score. For material, since this helmet was made from fiberglass and comes in 4 out of shell sizes, it earned 4 stars. Because the weight was 1567 grams, it earned a solid 4 stars for the weight. And for the visor, because this pinlock was prepared and a max fishing pinlock is included in the box, it earned a great 4 stars. For noise, the helmet scored very well with 98 dB and earned 4 stars. The temperature inside the helmet was the same compared to the outside temperature and earned the helmet another 4 stars for the ventilation. For comfort, it earned 4 stars as well, and 4.5 stars for the features thanks to its new 2206 certification and the fact that the helmet is wind tunnel tested. If we add up all the scores, the RPHA 71 earned an average of 4.1 stars, for which you pay €17 per star. Would you like more information about the HJC RPHA 71? Then be sure to take a look on our webshop, championhelmets.com, where we always offer the lowest price guarantee and have amazing discount bundles. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more road tests and reviews. My name is Simon with Champion Helmets. Thank you for watching and until next time.